What should I be doing with my gas and electricity bills? Switch now. Switch now. Switch now. How loud am I? I don't know. That's quite good, isn't it? Right, look. This is the perfect time to switch. Now, I go through different stages. We have don't switch times. We have time to switch times. And then you get that little special moment. Right now. Not okay. Not good. Not even. But absolutely perfect. All of the big 6 energy suppliers have announced their price moves. All of them have dropped prices. Sadly, all of them have dropped by a disappointing less than 10%. That means the playing field is level. If you do a comparison now, it is a genuine like-for-like comparison. If you did it before, 5 of the companies announced prices going down. So if the price comes down and you do a comparison, you're going to move to one of those, but you might be comparing from the company that hasn't dropped its prices, and therefore you might be leaving someone who in the end is going to be cheaper. But now, all of the big 6, it happened last Monday. This is the perfect time. The latest round of price rises is over. And that means you need to be going onto one of the comparison sites, doing a comparison and finding out who your cheapest provider is. Unless that is you capped last July or before. Anyone here? Hands up, let me see. Yes, good, we really do have money savers in the house. Because then I was going, cap now, cap now, cap now. A lot of people who did that are asking me the question, hold on, if prices are coming down, was I right to cap last summer? Thankfully, yes. It's alleged it was the biggest switching week since deregulation when I was telling people to cap and there were only 3 cheap caps left. So you can probably imagine my relief that the research shows it was right to do. The fact is, back then, last summer, we thought gas and electricity prices were going up. We were in that inflation period. Now, prices are coming down because of this shock horror recession that we've had. But the answer is, according to research by Uswitch, if you capped last summer, gas and electricity prices would have to come down another £165 before the average tariff was better than the cap tariff. So if we have another load of price falls, you may find it wasn't right to cap, but frankly, you've saved so much anyway in the meantime, and most of those caps are only for a year, you did the right thing. Next question. How do I save money on my water bills? Well, I'm glad you asked, because this is the easy. Anyone? I'm going to test you now. Rule of thumb. Anyone know the rule of thumb for water bills? The 2 people in the audience who are members of my team on the website are not allowed to answer because I'm just seeing their eyes going up. Water bills, anyone? Oh, you're good. She's good. Round of applause, please. If there are more bedrooms in your house than people, then you should consider getting a water meter. The reasoning's pretty simple. Your water bill does not depend on the council tax. Your water bill does not depend on 17 years ago's poll tax. Your water bill depends on the rates. 1989 rates. And you, by the way, can't appeal what your water bill is. You can't challenge and say my rates are too high. It's absolutely ludicrous, but it is true. That's what your water bill depends on. Now, rates are a bit like the rentable value of your property. So it actually works. The more your house is worth, the more you pay on your water bill. The more bedrooms you've got, the more your house will generally be assessed to be worth. That's why I use the bedrooms analogy. The alternative is switching to a water meter, which measures the amount of water that goes in. You with me? Right. So, of course, if there are only 2 of you in a house with 3 bedrooms, it's likely your house is valued more than you're actually using the water. That's why you should check out a water meter if you've got less people in your house than bedrooms. Make sense? Now, it doesn't mean it definitely will, because you might be a person who likes to bath 17 times a day. If you've got an OCD thing with bathing, then, you know, maybe switching to a water meter isn't a particularly good idea. But you should certainly check it out. Some people who say live in 2 people living in a 4-bed house could save £300–400 a year by switching to a water meter. And unless you're Scottish, where you have to pay, in England and Wales, it's free to have a water meter fitted. You can't always do it, but it's free to have a water meter fitted.